Okay,
I thought it was fading to a game over, and I was about to lose my mind.
So somebody needs to tell me, do anteaters have trunks? I thought they had a solid skull head with a long tongue. I didn't think they had like a wacky, wobbly trunk.
I think they do.
What did they say?
Nothing serious.
I don't know if it's this wobbly.
I lost another one of my 9 lives. Oh, this hurts.
Got many left?
I'm in the red. He hasn't woken up yet?
Nope. We're gonna be here a while. Vulpine, 7 letters.
Cunning?
C-U-N-N-I-N-G. It fits. I hope it doesn't throw anything off.
Wow, a racism crossword.
Anteater snout reeks of sardines.
This goddamn crossword is like, you know what they always say about those reptiles running the government?
No.
His face freaks me out. I don't think that's what, I don't know. That doesn't seem right. I don't think that's what anteaters look like.
I mean, Google it. You're right there. You got the internet.
Do anteaters...
Yep, looks like you were right with cunning. What are you looking for?
Nothing. Will he live?
trunks?
He'll live.
So what have you found out?
Randall Lee. Apparently in love with our penitentiary system, judging by the frequency of his visits. Theft, assault, extortion, minor things of the sort.
Any partners?
Always
the
works
correct-
alone. He's never ratted out his employers, provided they exist.
Was that the correct spelling of extortion? Also, I wanted to look at our Blacksad again just to see where we're rated.
Yeah. Wow, 100% romantic. Take me.
Our case is very profitable.
Wow. Somehow. And
Otherwise,
you
we're
almost
pretty-
never let dialogue skip without pressing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting results like 9 awesome animals with trunks. Elephants, tapirs, antelopes, anteaters.
Just
shrews.
Google anteaters and look at pictures.
Harder to do on a phone.
Did you find anything?
It's
Ah,
red.
fuck.
Do you have proof?
All right, we have a lot of stuff we can do.
I'm gonna look up YouTube. Floppy anteater trunk.
It looks like we know who tore his pants following Mary Purnell up to the rooftop.
It's interesting that it wasn't a roped off crime scene. Just wanted to say that.
Oh, he was booking it.
His pants have a tear in them. I found a piece of that same fabric at the gym, on the stairs that lead to the rooftop where we found the second body.
Makes sense, but how many pairs of ripped pants are walking around New York City? I don't call that evidence.
Yeah, I'm watching slow-mo footage of an anteater walking around, and that nose looks pretty rigid. It looks more like a bourgeois.
Yeah, but I think that the anteater's snout in the game is floppy because of bad animation and physics. But I do think that it is technically a snout.
I mean, that thing moves a lot. That thing actively wobbles around like they think that it's an elephant trunk.
Yeah, I mean,
The
I
guy who
think
broke
it's
into
just
the
not
gym in Dunn's place
good
has a thing
animation.
for sardines. Did you smell his breath?
Right, because there's only one sardine fanatic on this side of the Hudson. I need something more.
Smirnoff.
Anteater skull. Oh yeah, no, the entire nose is a bone. Okay, yeah. Regardless of whether it's called a trunk or not, that's a bone. Yeah, an anteater face is completely rigid.
I saw footprints from those very same shoes next to both the gym murders.
Unless you're telling me that shoe is a limited edition, I'm gonna need something else.
His shoes have white paint on them. You can see it. What are you talking about?
His terrifying little, like, chin and snout and mouth are all just, like, wobbling around. What a terrifying creature.
All right.
One of the thugs that attacked me the other night had a snout just like his.
I'm sorry, but you can't incriminate someone based solely on species. What else you got?
What
Well,
more
they
do you
also
need?
both pulled knives.
I've given you 4 pieces of evidence.
None of which are conclusive.
He tried to throw me off the rooftop.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. He's our man.
No, he's not our man.
Make up your mind.
He's just a puppet. Someone is pulling his strings.
Could it be Yale?
He caved so hard.
Why
Why does he have McDonald's arches on his forehead?
I don't know.
He's hiding something for sure, but I don't think he did it. By the way, was he discharged? His room is empty.
They let him out yesterday. He's in police custody now. You can tell he's an athlete. Made quite the comeback. Anyone else would have taken 10 times as long. Anyway, he better be fine. You know they've ordered me to escort him to Madison Square Garden on the day of the fight. Yep, someone's really invested in that fight taking place.
Oh, it's so wobbly.
Quick, what do you want? Good cop or bad cop?
He can hear you.
I'm the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy.
Someone took out the trash.
Good morning, Mr. Lee. I assume you're aware that you're about to be accused of murder, and that thanks to the witness testimonies of Mr. Blacksad and Miss Dunn, your future's not looking too good.
Go to hell, you dog.
That's what his voice
If I choked
sounds
you with a
like.
pillow, nobody would know. You should already be dead.
Blacksad, stay out of this. Remember who's the cop here. Maybe we can offer you a deal. We know someone hired you to kill Joe Dunn and Mary Purnell. What do you have to say?
I'll call your bluff. You ain't got nothing.
Your friend the Hellhorse doesn't seem to feel that way. Although I'm afraid he won't be talking anymore.
Shut up, or I'll kick you out. If you tell us who hired you, we'll help you.
What can you offer me?
You kids get off my knife.
How much is your life worth to you?
Don't pay attention to him, Mr. Lee. We aren't vigilantes. But we can significantly reduce your sentence.
That's a start, but it's not good enough. I want in on the witness protection program. New city, new job, new identity, and a clean police record. That's the only way I'll talk. Meanwhile, I want police protection 24/7. I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Whoa! Okay. Well, shit. He's so slow at crouching. You guys are so bad at hitting the deck. Quick with your superior hat senses. That guy sounded like an Uru from Dark Crystal, the one that dies at the beginning.
Why isn't it letting me zoom all the way in? Because it says there's a thing down here, see?
Oh
my god! This is the
Toaster,
worst
stop
time.
getting everyone killed.
It's the worst time for a stupid glitch like this. Why won't it let me zoom all the way
all
in?
you do is die.
I hate this. I know that there's someone down there. What is it doing?
I thought you were good at video games.
See, look, it's telling me go down.
Oop, it's zooming in right there.
Oh my god.
Is the silhouette lying? Does it want you to zoom in on that weird shape on top of the billboard?
That's what I've been trying to do, but then it tells me to go down.
Sometimes it looks like you're going away from the arrow and it zooms in more when you are, as if the arrow's just lying.
Yeah, I see the thing right here, but when I tried to do that, it gave me a little arrow that pointed downward.
Yeah, I think the arrow just lies. What the
so
fuck?
irritating.
How the hell did you do that?
I'm a great shot. I think
It's a revolver.
It might be Sonia. I think she had the gun.
Hey, look at another camel.
Luckily, Smirnov's wound wasn't as bad as Randall's. Unfortunately, the police found nothing on the nearby rooftops. Our best shot at finding the killer was gone, so I went back to my previous lead.
They didn't find blood? Dude, Smirnov has the thickest glasses. He has terrible eyesight.
Yeah.
What a sad
Damn.
dog.
Poor doggy.
You guys need to stop smoking in hospitals.
This was the 50s. It was good for your health back then.
Do they not have oxygen yet?
I don't know if it was Sonia, but I don't exactly trust her.
It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates, so my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing.
Did she really volunteer a story that just gives away the mystery?
Possibly. Oh, I guess I have camera control?
Oh, hi. Oh?
The camera
Was
was
this Batman?
incredibly difficult to control right then.
What? Oh.
Oh, there's a card.
Just to taunt you in the background. It's such a Yakuza move.
Hello, Smirnoff residence.
Bang, bang!
You're dead! No, I got you with my lasso!
Is
Can
that
you
his
quiet
kid?
down, kids?
Dunn got killed for stirring the hornet's nest.
And you confessed your crime!
Kids, please.
He'd been investigating athletes for months, including Helen Moore and Al Stone, among others. Dunn's notes aren't all that clear, and I'm not sure what he was after. But I'd say we're facing a widespread corruption case.
Well, if you're right, that
pause
could be
it.
some dangerous evidence.
Dunn has a bullet wound. And
You
he
mean
put his suit back on.
You mean Smirnov?
Smirnov, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Smirnov's wearing a full suit with a bullet wound.
Yeah.
Like, imagine how stiff and awkward and uncomfortable and how you have to straighten your arm and all the movement you have to do to put the suit jacket on.
Yeah.
And he's at home in his own house with a bullet wound. What the fuck is he doing?
He's not gonna let a completely perfect suit go to waste, even if it has a little bullet hole in it.
But he's got the bullet hole. That's the problem. It's in his body, and he's wearing a suit instead of like a tank top.
Apollo says you're
Like,
supposed to dress the
You're
wound,
supposed
Keith.
to dress your wound.
A quote of the night goes to Apollo.
This wound will only wear formal attire. The kids are being insensitive too.
Yeah. The game only has one kid voice actor as well.
To finish first.
Bang bang.
Because
I
that
can
was
do it. Hire
definitely
me.
the sound of Blacksad's nephew. Unless there's something
Pay me.
I don't understand about that. Smirnoff is bagging Blacksad's sister.
Oh. He's currently at Blacksad's sister's house.
I wanted to follow a certain lead on my own before Smirnov had the chance to see anything.
The Dalmatian's gone. He got shot in that scene earlier.
Yeah,
He's no longer-
if it was him, dang.
According
Aye.
to his notebook, Dunn had seen Craig Spano at Sam's Diner just 4 days before his death.
Get out of here, pussy!
I'm sorry about what happened to Mary.
You're sorry? I'm the one who's sorry. You know what it's like to run this place alone? What the hell do you care, anyway? Beat it!
It might have been easier to slap the information out of him, but I decided to trust in a universal truth. Everyone is guilty of something. You don't know who I am, right?
Don't know and don't care! Come on, spit it out!
I'm John H. Blackmore, Public Health Inspector.
Oh, yeah, right. There are some real freaks around here, so I have to be firm, you know?
He really just
Have you
psychic
eaten?
papers people with
Dinner's
that
on
name.
the house.
Yep.
And put my health at risk? Too many food poisoning cases on your record, sir. Will you cooperate?
Sure, go ahead. Your call. Always at your disposal, Inspector. Ask away.
Fear turned him soft and made him talk.
See, they're not even.
Sure enough,
Wow.
Dunn had been there a few days back with a chimpanzee who matched Spano's description.
So I'm pausing it because I want to talk about this really quick. As you mentioned, the game feels like it's like becoming a different game now. But this is something that a lot of indie games do when they're like nearing the end of their budget and they can't actually polish like a full release.
They just string a bunch of linear cutscenes together.
Yeah, exactly. They just like, oh, we can't playtest the gameplay anymore, so we just have to get you through everything one by one. And like right now, it is truly just being like, can't have you walk around. We can't like make another level for you to like look for stuff in. So cutscene time. And then here, we're not even using. Like, it's not even making us do the gameplay of, like, getting a conversation out of him. We literally picked 2 dialogue options, and now it's just showing us a cutscene.
It just gives up. It definitely, like, it's not the same thing, but it reminds me of, like, the fucking Scorn.
Yeah.
Where, like, Scorn never became just, like, here's a walking simulator hallway or anything, but, like, it opens on a massive, non-linear, sprawling, ambitious puzzle, and then the rest of the game never looks anything like that.
Yeah,
it
the rest of the game is just
immediately
straight
gives up on
hallways,
being,
basically.
Like, yeah. Like, the first room of that, the first set piece of the game is, like, a big, non-linear, crazy mist puzzle, where for a while you're like, what am I even doing? Dear Lord. And then it just never happens again. So immediately you're like, you essentially don't. It's like anything you think you learned in the first hour or two of how the game even works is just thrown out the window and is not useful context for the rest of the game because it will just become different. Game development's wild.
Definitely.
Apparently, the guy still lived with his father. Dunn said he couldn't stay there a day more. For the time being, he would move into his place.
Wait a minute. What does Public Health Services have to do with that chimp?
Absolutely nothing. But you were easy to fool.
Okay. Okay.
Dunn had taken Spano to his place. I wanted to believe that
Look at
Why
the
does he look so
portal
funny?
broke into the apartment
in the car behind
fled
us.
to his former address. What could that be?
Looks like Sweet Tooth.
He's terrifying.
The thing about Mitchell is gone. Like, the thing about, like, who's the doctor is just gone. We can't even pick it anymore.
Yeah, I guess you missed your chance. Like, you had
It's
to
just
solve
weird.
it before that conversation, and then he just keeps going, oh, yeah, I think I saw him before.
But I had no idea how to solve that unless I had asked him explicitly, which is what I was looking to do. I'm confused.
And I don't think it ever said you could solve anything, so I guess he must have missed evidence. This game was so promising for like 2 hours.
It was.
It's the butt's back. We never solved the butt. It's just his ass out. Or is this butt coming back in a new evidence?
I don't. Dunn's apartment during the war. No, where is it? Living with his father. Rick Spano was an orphan. There we go.
I gotcha. If the living have rich and poor neighborhoods, so do the dead. In the mid-19th century, Greenwood became the resting place to the city's most distinguished citizens.
Simply the worst says the game is starting to come apart.
Writers,
it's been coming apart since the beginning.
Politicians, police officers, thieves, pimps, and murderers. Here lie the bodies of the soulless minds that raised New York from the ground up.
Well,
now
his
you
knees
know
are
where
still
to go to
young.
become somebody in the Big Apple.
All right. For this extraordinarily long and awkward zoom.
It's there to hide loading screens like an elevator. Well, that's a cool. Actually, this is really pretty.
It is kind of pretty.
I like art
It's performing okay. Doesn't seem like it's dying.
for what it is. It's not currently like mad at us, seemingly.
What's over here? Let's go over near the fireflies, where the game clearly wants us to pay attention.
Ooh,
Still
that's
Poly
huge.
food. Low poly
That's
food.
huge, right?
What?
That's a huge takeout container, right?
Oh yeah, that's gigantic. That's absolutely ginormous.
Oh, what the? Why is it so big?
I had Chinese food today. It was great, by the way.
bases guarding their
I want Chinese food.
They
Is there
honey
a low,
walnut
is there a
shrimp were
low
like,
poly food Twitter like low poly animals?
yes, there is.
I love low poly animals.
If this had
You get
been
stupid
here over
rats.
30 minutes, it'd be covered in ants.
But the honey walnut shrimp was like the size of my forehead. It was great. They were huge. My forehead isn't particularly huge, but I mean comparatively to a piece of shrimp.
Oop, trading card on the grave. Not even a full one. What the fuck?
None of them are full. John yesterday.
Who puts a split incomplete trading card on someone's grave? That's
A
grim.
Celtic cross.
Celtic?
Supposedly, the ring keeps the devil at bay by reflecting the sunlight. Really handy at this time of the day.
I can't believe you just pronounced that Celtic.
I've heard Celtic before.
Celtic as in relation to the baseball team. That is a Celtic cross.
Battle out in the comments which one's the correct answer.
I'm like 150% sure it's Celtic as in like old Irish ethnicity Celtic.
Well, then we better hope everyone agrees with you, or
As in the Celts, I should say. That's not the only ethnic group in Old Ireland, of course.
fireflies flipping into the tree. Like a lot. These fireflies care not. Maybe that tree's a hologram.
This is uncanny.
I've never trusted angels. When they fall,
An angel gets their wings.
the world falls with them.
Bum bum. All right. Let's see. I don't know what we're supposed to interact with. Oh, we have some more deductions we can do though, so let's do that.
That cross be sideways?
I don't know. Here we go.
It's back.
Mitchell,
Where'd
who
it
fought with
where'd it
Dunn
go?
during the war, tried to pass as Yale's doctor.
Why was it gone?
I don't know.
I don't. What's happening in this game?
More deductions. Nope.
Someone ordered Randall to commit those murders?
O'Leary
Sounds so smart.
sent Randall to kill Dunn.
Yes.
Dragged him to his basement, given him his little speech, and then killed him himself.
Interesting. So O'Leary's got nothing to do with it.
It'd be surprising if he was, because he was immediately just spotlighted so hard.
I'm a dangerous criminal. Me! The Joker, baby!
All right. How the hell? What the hell do we need from this place? What are we looking for? What's this? Tombach. We were already over here. Let's back this way. Can't interact. Is there any way to make him hustle? No, I didn't want to press that. I hate that it takes so long.
Did it become a clue that the candy wrapper or whatever is new?
No, I don't think so.
Because he looked at it and it was like, if this has been here for an hour, it'd be covered in ants.
We already looked at the Chinese food. Looks delicious.
Yeah, I guess just someone's a slob isn't necessarily evidence.
Janet Boots.
Janet
Why won't it let
Boots.
me exit? Oh, okay.
Is this data?
He
Maybe we
was
need to maybe get someone's
94
specific
years old.
Date of death.
96 years old. No.
Damn. Good
Is that
for
right?
you.
Yeah, 96.
Wow.
I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I do not know what the game wants from me.
It's a pretty free-form zone to have to wander around for a bit in. It looks like a mailbox.
It does look like a mailbox.
Sorry, whoever died there. Your grave looks like a mailbox. I mean, you didn't die there, but you died and now you're there.
I mean, how do you know he didn't die right there? Maybe
Just
he
right
did.
there.
Yeah,
it's like
he just
that
buried him on the spot.
Junji Ito story. Do you know that
Yeah.
one?
No. Not off the top of my head.
The Junji Ito story where the tradition is that they build a grave exactly where somebody died every time. So there's like all the traffic accidents are just like graves in the middle of the road now.
I think I might have read this one. Was this from one of his newer collections or one of his older ones?
The English book came out a few months ago. I don't know if that means it's new or old in reality, but we got it recently.
I read so much Junji Ito like 15 years ago that it's hard for me to keep up.
Yeah, Stephanie has the same struggle where she like binged a bunch of it from Scanlations, and now there's the risk of every book coming out being potentially entirely things she's read before. Wow.
All right.
Camel.
So we got another card. That doesn't seem particularly useful.
No, but it means that you found a new spot that you hadn't checked before.
Dear God.
This is wild
Help.
because there's just zero direction in the
Help.
visuals of what you should be looking at. It's just a bunch of random graves.
Help me.
And one of them must have contextually significant information on it. Somewhere.
I tried to look at this one, but it didn't let me. There's nothing I can do there. We tried to look at the tree. We've been around the tree 150 times. I tried to look at the grave right there.
I believe in you.
That doesn't. It's not helping.
What if I like
Do something better.
believe in you harder?
Yeah, I don't think it's
Leaving
working.
you by looking up a walkthrough.
I mean, why? Where do I go? What's happening? Oh no. This is not good. This is very confusing.
Your main task is to examine Harry Bradwick's pillar-like tomb in the center of the cemetery, surrounded by 4 bases, the plaque adorning the tomb in particular.
I feel like we already did that.
I also feel like you already did that.
Can't.
Once you've examined all the previous hotspots, your cat sense should automatically trigger.
According to
That's
the
never
book I
happened,
found
right?
at Dunn's place, fans of the sport leave baseballs on Bradwick's tomb to pay their respects. It's strange that I don't see any. Maybe they're gone with the wind, or somebody claimed them as part of their inheritance.
I picked up one, you dingus.
Yeah, you literally already did pick one out, didn't you?
Yeah. It had rolled over somewhere else, I assume. So we got to put it back, probably. I'm not sure how that will correlate with, like, getting someone to do something. Can I turn? Okay.
Ooh.
It'd be even better with a skull between the bats.
What?
Okay.
Why?
All right,
Yeah.
Blacksad. Chill the fuck out.
Trading card. Frog.
Oh, he's cute.
Goofy frog. Double chin frog.
Yeah.
So do you just have to find the magic spot to stand in to trigger this, basically?
I don't know. It's not letting me
this-
interact with it. There we go.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go.
Kitty senses.
Meow.
Use the power of meow meow.
Hit me with that cat scratch fever.
Flipping. That's a huge chopstick. Those are like cooking chopsticks. That's like literally the size of my torso. And there he is. They put a monkey in a tree. Just want to think about how insensitive that is.
Oh.
He looks dead. He looks unanimated.
That was... There was several odd things about that. Why are you smiling, Blacksad? Is he alive? Is he hiding from us?
He's hiding from us, I think.
Okay. There's been so many dead people. Look at his smug little face. Just gonna chuck it in his face?
If he can get it flicked up there, that'd be crazy.
Don't wall ball a grave. That's disrespectful. Just feels like strange
I've always been a
characterization
New
of a
York
Blacksad.
Warriors fan, although to be honest, they're not what they used to be. Yep, they just haven't been the same without Craig Spano.
Okay.
Joe Dunn met with someone at the diner, close to his gym. Then he took that person to his house, so that he didn't have to live at the cemetery. I would have never guessed the person's identity.
Why not? It wasn't particularly difficult to put together.
I found a baseball glove at Joe Dunn's place. A glove signed by a great star. I couldn't believe my luck.
Oh, the Dark Souls NPC.
You, give us smooth.
Oh no.
Marley's are the absolute worst.
Can we get some like ambient sound in this scene? The lack of audio is so off-putting.
It is. It's really uncanny.
There's no rustle of the trees, no wind.
are you?
I'm John Blacksad, private investigator.
How's Joe?
One question at a time. It's my turn.
Just like
Your
my
turn.
daddy used to do.
Why did you meet with Joe Dunn?
Because he was looking for me. He came here one morning, but I was too embarrassed to come down. Because he left a baseball with his initials on by the tombstone. Sam's Diner, tomorrow, 12:30 a.m. Because he knew they want to kill me.
What did he want from you? And who wants to kill you?
One question at a time. How's Joe?
What would happen if I told him the truth? Would he lose it? Could I take that chance? Joe Dunn is dead. Murdered.
I told you, Joe. How did it happen?
One question at a time. My turn.
This is actually a cool scene.
The back and forth is neat. I desperately need some rustling noises.
Yes.
Why are you hiding here?
Because I fear for my life. Because this is the only place where I feel safe. Because Dunn took me to his place, but the guy who ruined my career came to kill us both. Because it's the same bastard that had Joe killed. Our old friend, the surgeon.
Ah. So. Wait, what? Okay.
Is Mitchell the surgeon? Is he the person behind all of this? That surgeon you mentioned, is he...
My turn. I want to know why I should trust you.
What do you think?
You're to solve the case? Because it never lies, definitely
Because
not
I
true.
take my job very seriously. It's my turn. That surgeon that you mentioned, is he in this photo I got here? Ow! Hey!
It said strike one, play baseball as an achievement. So I think, I don't know if I failed that or if that was just
that
always going to
tosses.
happen.
Huh?
Interesting. I liked that scene. I like that he kept backing up. Kind of
Both
neat.
my ear and my self-esteem would hurt for days.
But now I must sleep like a baby.
But at least I had a new lead to follow. The surgeon.
Now that I'm in pain, I can sleep.
Bastard had avoided my scrutiny by passing as a hospital doctor. But now, all of my senses were on guard. No matter how good the disguise or how well he hid, I would find him.
So, what you're saying is, one, there's a corruption scandal involving all kinds of athletes. Two, our puppet master is a surgeon named Mitchell, a man who happened to fight in the war with Dunn, right?
Maybe,
No, that's
but it
not
could
what I
be
meant to
no more
press.
than a false lead.
Anyway, where was I? Number 3, right? 3, since Dunn was on his trail, Mitchell, or whomever, hired an anteater to get rid of him. Then, since you were also shaking the wasp's nest, he went after you. But the anteater made a mistake, and Mitchell, or whomever, killed him to cover his own tracks. And, wait, 4. The key to all this lies with a common friend of Dunn's and Mitchell's, Craig Spenow. Do you really trust him?
I think he didn't lie to us. although he might not know the whole truth.
4. No, I mean 5. Dunn was murdered 4 days after taking Spenno to his house. If that doesn't make him suspect, makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it could make sense.
Ha! Who's the detective now?
How you like me
Toaster.
now?
Let's follow up with the
Toaster's the
suspects.
detective.
You told Smirnoff that even though you're sure Yale is innocent, you think he's hiding something. But
Stay
what
in your
about
lane, Weekly.
O'Leary? 6.
Nah, I know O'Leary, and he wouldn't have sent a hitman. He would have taken matters into his own hands.
What about Cassidy? 7, right?
Cassidy acts recklessly by impulse.
I think it's safe to
Yeah.
rule out Cassidy as Dunn's murderer. He seems too impulsive to have planned such a twisted crime. Whoever planned the whole thing knew the suicide theory would fall through, so he manipulated the clues to incriminate Yale. Cassidy is too impulsive to pull off such an intricate plan.
So, even if you have your doubts, Mitchell is the one pulling the strings. And you know why? Because in novels, the murderer is always someone the detective knows from the beginning.
Well, that could be the case in British novels. You know, where everyone in the mansion where the murder took place is a suspect. But this might just be an American whodunit, where the detective doesn't even meet the culprit until the last scene.
You mean we still don't know who's pulling the strings?
I didn't say that. How did it go with Helen Moore?
I didn't get anything, even though it started out really well. I asked to interview her along with her boyfriend, Al Stone. Since I'm a big shot, they were happy to oblige.
Oh,
This
I
is
guess
very
that
funny
line just
'cause
cuts
they're
off.
Perfect.
Well,
Now, time for the interview. I'll go back and forth so you don't get bored. So, who goes first? Here's a question for Al. Are you ever jealous about sharing your sweetheart with America?
Yeah,
Nonsense. America has my smile, my figure, and my patriotic love. Everything else, and I mean everything, belongs to Al. Right, baby?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, now,
they'll dyed gold like the
time for a
Rothgar
picture.
character.
How should we pose?
Okay, how about a hug? I want to feel the love.
Lip. Tennis versus boxing feels like it would have just made it look like she was gonna
You're
punch
the
her.
envy of all America. Moving on. Here's one for Helen. Dating a boxer can be dangerous. Aren't you afraid that those blows to the head will take a toll on his intellectual capacity?
Honey, take a look at my man and then look at yourself. You really think I'm with him because of his intellectual capacity?
Helen!
Oh
Write
no!
this down. Nothing will change my man. His smarts, manliness, and integrity are all boxing proof.
Damn.
Now what? Mind if I take another one?
You want us to do something in particular?
Show me your
Oh, no.
weapons. The fist against the racket.
It's not a good one. It's not a good.
That's it.
pose.
Perfect. Okay, one more question. And
Al, honey, can you answer it? I've got to go say hi to a fan. I'll be right back, Mr. Pulitzer.
You mean she stopped smiling when the fan showed up?
yeah.
Could you describe him for me?
I'll be able to show you something as soon as I'm done developing these pictures. And actually, I thought it was odd too. So while I continued to interview Stone, I managed to take some pictures of Moore and whoever her mysterious fan was.
But I'm really bad at my job, so the photos look like that.
All right.
Oh no,
so,
Weekly.
Where were we? In just 12 days, the contender will try to steal your belt. Any thoughts on your fight against Yale?
Well, supposedly the odds are in my favor, but there's no such thing as a weak rival. And, you know, Bobby Yale might be young and going through a rough patch, but he's had an amazing streak, so I'll do my best.
Let's get that picture taken.
The shining gold jacket is such a move, but then he's just got gray sweatpants on.
Okay, now raise your head and your arms up like you were celebrating a victory.
Like these?
He is not in
Exactly.
frame. This hurts my feelings.
Wait, I accidentally moved. Stand still. I'll take another one. What's with me today? Don't move, please. Now we got it. Should we keep at it? Your manager is Frank Cassidy, president of the Boxing Managers Association of New York. According to him, only boxers working with member managers should be allowed to compete. What do you think about that?
Cassidy is a great manager, really. No complaints there. And the work he's putting in as president of the association is really valuable. But, I don't know, maybe in this case, Joe Dunn was right. Wait, no. Could you keep that last comment off the record? You know, on the down low.
My lips are sealed.
Wait, what?
It said I'm, and then it was censored.
I'm going to take one more, all right?
Why? Well, who wrote that? He just, all he did was say on
Turn
the down
around
low.
and show me those biceps from behind.
Like that?
That's it.
Stone. And take a picture of his ass.
Doesn't let me. It has to be centered.
What's up with me? Stand still. I'll take it again.
It's a iguana.
I can't seem to get it right. Don't move.
Aren't these supposed to be photos of them? Why doesn't he actually take a picture of them?
It's about time. Finally, we're all set.
Wait. So, are you telling me the photos are developed? Or is that what you said to Stone?
Both. Just look.
That didn't look like that a minute ago.
It did not.
Who's that guy?
I know he's
How did
not
you
a
get that
fan.
angle?
You should have seen her face when she saw him.
That is not the angle we got.
How the hell did you make them pose like that? They're lovers, not sworn enemies.
I don't know. I was focused on my detective skills.
Is that a
He
card
said
attached to the
pose
back
like
of it?
that. The end.
It is. What the? Why is there a card here?
Rawr.
Look at his hand. Is he pulling something out of Moore's purse? Or putting it in?
I don't know. You tell me, Weekly. You were literally there.
I think she only smokes when she's nervous. What was making her nervous?
La iguana. We saw that. This is what's his face's bar, the pimp, right?
I've seen that matchbox before.
Or not the pimp, the one that sells. No, the drug dealer.
Wait, that's him.
I should have said
Mitchell, the
contraband.
surgeon.
Seriously? We got him.
Not yet.
Right. We still have to find him. Hey, pal. Did you hear what I just said? We need to keep looking at all those pictures. We need a clue that'll take us to Mitchell. Hey, see? There. Just like I was saying.
Why couldn't we deduct that? Why couldn't we put that together? We literally had the clue. We all knew about it. I just said it. The game's falling apart.
Yep.
Brawls aren't even the worst part of my job. Sure, you may take a beating, but at least you get the chance to defend yourself. But when you're sitting in your car all night, there's no way out. Your legs cramp up, your back and neck feel stiff, Your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive.
Moody.
People were finally leaving the place. The bar was about to close.
The actual showering sparks are
And I
pretty
hadn't seen
worrying.
Mitchell go in
Yeah.
or out.
There's gonna be a fire anytime. Anytime now.
I had no choice.
It's La Iguana from the comics.
Oh, I guess it is, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about this. So this is a bartender for that place.
Yeah, it's from the first issue of the comic.
Yeah.
I see you took me up on my invitation. And you're smart. You knew not to come until my anti-fur regulars had all cleared out.
Anti-furs.
Can't
Anti-fur.
say no to good advice.
Or good bourbon.
He's still doing this voice. Okay.
Oh, that looks so gross.
Uh,
You don't shoot bourbon, you dingus. What are you doing?
Here's looking at you, Mr. What was your name?
better
As far as
remember
I
it.
knew, La Iguana always stayed neutral. He played poker with Cassidy. But his joint was used as a gambling drop-off for O'Leary's operation. Did it make sense to keep faking it? Or was it too dangerous not to?
Farnham. Howard M. Farnham II.
That's right. Howard Farnham from Ding Dong, Texas. You're natural. You're even better at pool than poker.
This here's much easier. No cheating.
You barely flinched when Cassidy decided to teach that ego a lesson.
What
I
do you
did say I
want a
hated
fella
pool.
to say? Between you and me, partner, this ain't my first showdown. We all got our own lethal barber.
Damn it.
Well, nobody's perfect. Tell me, what do you really want with Cassidy? I can't say it's clear to me.
I'm looking to start a boxing managers association in Texas. I could really use Cassidy's know-how.
Don't worry about it. I was only curious.
That was the wrong answer.
So,
That is a
what about me?
deep angle. Oh,
What do you want from me? No one comes to La Iguana just to drink and play pool.
I'm here looking for a regular of yours, Dr. Angus Mitchell.
What for?
We fought together during the war. I just wanted to say hi.
Sure. Tell you what, I'll talk to Mitchell. Come back tomorrow night.
You don't understand. I have to talk to him or else.
Or else what?
You'd be losing your chance to make a pretty penny. I know how to reward my allies.
You think I'd spend my time in this dump if all I cared about was the money? Please, cut the crap. Anything else?
damn, you don't like this place?
Cassidy.
I don't think Cassidy would be too happy about the role this here dump plays in old Leary's gambling operation.
You can't
You
say that.
follow
Only I
me?
can say that.
Son of a bitch. All right. Give me your phone number, and I'll give you a call when Mitchell shows up.
No. You're gonna call him right now, and you're gonna give him this message.
You just
Okay,
dropped the
so-
accent.
Just drop the
But when
accent,
you're
I
sitting
guess.
in your
Yeah.
car all night, there's no way out. Your legs cramp up. Your back and neck feel stiff. Your entire body aches to be somewhere else.
I mean, I guess
That guy
it
was
worked.
built
It's
like
boring and repetitive.
That guy was built like
It's
an entire
so bad
fridge.
that your thoughts spiral in a never-ending loop. Like when you're stuck in your car, on surveillance duty.
They'll never see you.
Fiona of La Iguana was supposed to tell Mitchell that a certain anteater was still alive, and that it was only a matter of time before he ratted him out. With a bit of luck, that would make him nervous enough to force his hand.
Man, that car color is like evocative
Now
of
all
the
I
era.
had to do
Yeah.
was follow him.
I am truly stunned that that worked because we told multiple lies that could easily be tracked. Like the Texas Boxing Association thing doesn't work because immediately we sent the paper trail saying we backed out. So if he spoke at all, which we know that Cassidy and him talk, that would not have paid off.
We just run entirely on confidence.
Apparently it worked. I don't know. I feel like the internal logic of the game is kind of spiraling out of control at this point. I do like that the villain of this game presumably is like a kind of pudgy, like out of his prime veteran. Like that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Like not exactly the kind of character that you get to see like be menacing and threatening in this sense. He's literally like an old man lizard.
And you get to see more of La Iguana, which just really just came and went in like one of the first scenes of the first issue.
Yeah. It's 12 days until the fight. I can't imagine we're gonna play through every single day.
Unless
There's no way the game's that long, is there?
Maybe that's why it got so linear.
I think I made 12 thumbnails. Oh no. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough. I might need to go and open that file back up.
Oh, there's the horse that beat you up.
Yeah.
There's Adam YMS.
Ooh, the frame rate. Ooh, the frame rate.
Oh, it's struggling on your end. Oh no.
Yeah, it's not liking whatever the hell's going on here. All right, Hell's Horses.
What's the
was
number
a cheetah
stand for?
girl.
Number of bombs mean?
As many, the amount of people that they shot down, maybe. You got. Okay, is it gonna let me?
We'll be just fine, don't worry. Gil, stand guard right here. If the cat shows up, you know what to do. I'll be back in an hour.
Well,
I guess we didn't get one of the clues. Oh well. It's literally name brand Cadillac. Look at that.
better hope he doesn't spot you as he drives by. Very top heavy.
Could I take him by surprise from over there? Although I don't know how I'd get there.
You ever seen Assassin's Creed?
Imagine if we were to do Assassin's Creed gameplay now in this game.
What?
Imagine if we were able to parkour.
Wait, how did we get over here?
I think we snuck out and then went the long way around.
Like all the way around, I guess? Because like
Yeah.
you're right next to him and it was open.
Walk the whole block.
We like to do that transition a lot.
Alright.
It's a fun trick, but how did we get here?
Of course, he's Randall Lee's partner. I should be careful. When they gave me a beating, I could see he was kinda trigger happy.
Alrighty, we have made a deduction. A deduction that we could very clearly tell immediately from the start was the case.
Yeah, that was a weird clue. I could tell he was trigger happy from when he pointed a gun at me earlier.
And wanted to fire.
Yeah.
Alright, buddy.
Although he didn't shoot you, so... Yeah,
It's
what does that
'cause
clue amount to?
We're so kitty.
That was one of our 9 lives.
Okay, I
And
wasn't
shot.
sure. Wait, how far is this gonna let us walk? Can I literally go the whole way back around? What in the world?
Why would we go here?
I don't know.
Where are we going?
I'm walking.
This is a huge environment that has nothing to do with the cutscene we were just shown.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Weren't we supposed to get a drop on him?
Am I forklift certified?
Are you gonna hit him with a forklift?
Imagine.
What? Shenmue! Hope you read all that.
What? Are we really introducing this right now? What is the purpose? What is the point?
What is this? What does this have to do with what was happening a minute ago?
Vroom vroom.
This game has been completely linear for the last like 6 hours. And now they just let you wander off into the shipyard and get in a forklift? Are you supposed to drive it all the way back and hit the horse with it? Like,
no, I think we're supposed to use it as a platform to climb onto the roof.
Is that what we're doing?
I think so. If I can find my way back there.
This...
I'm losing it. I feel like I've gone fully insane. There's nothing else left for me.
Can you fail if he hears you backing up? Like,
I don't know.
Did they not let you just walk up those stairs back there?
No, we can't. I was right. Look at this.
Oh my god. Look at this cool dude.
Meanwhile, the horse is like, what the fuck is that sound?
Yeah. Famously stealthy forklifts.
Stealth forklift time.
Don't worry, he can't hear the forklift over the jazz music. That would have made noise. That would have been loud. He's wearing heels. What does stay put mean? That's not what stay put means. What? What was that choice? Oh, what was that choice for?
I don't know. I cannot tell you.
Where the fuck? Oh. Why did you growl?
I don't know.
We did all that stealth.
I didn't push the growl button, Keith.
I know. I just mean, like, why did he announce that? Wait, was that, what do they expect you to do then? Maybe
is there like
you have to time it, I think, based on when he's looking away. That's my guess. And maybe stay put lets you reset the timer because the timer's way too short. I don't know. This is
why is completely perplexed.
They insist on putting a timer in way too often for no reason. The timer is so annoying. Here it doesn't even make sense. I think you gotta jump when he's not looking at you. Like, now?
Oh, what in the world? What is going on? I don't understand. Okay.
You can do it. Your cool muscles.
I'm gonna try to see what stay put does. I want to see. I mean, it's got to mean something, right? We've done this multiple times. There's a stupid timer that pushes us there. Is there anything, like, I don't understand what going up here does. Like, I don't have any control. I can go back to the left. Can I go to the right? What does it do? What's the point of this? Will this just get me down? No? I can just...
Oh, it's the ladder that they showed you in the cutscene.
Why didn't I just go up the ladder in the first place?
I don't know, because you didn't go there yourself in the first place, right? The game just
pushed me there.
There. And then it was just a trick. They just like, here's a spot to attack. Just kidding.
What's the point of this?
I did mess
now
up
you're
a guy's
here.
face with an
That's
extinguisher
exciting.
Once, but this kind is too heavy for my current needs.
Dude, just drop it on him. Ice a dude.
God, yeah, he would just get Final Destination. He just splat.
Is that a bullet shield? What the hell? What is that doing here?
What? What?
We just killed him. Just broke his neck. He's just dead now. We broke every bone in his body.
Good thing he's wearing a bomber jacket because you just dropped him. What? I mean, I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but...
Dear God. What is this game? Oh my God.
He's looming on a ledge like it's Final Fantasy 14. And he still has his fucking baseball glove on for some reason.
They can't change his model, Keith. That's why we only saw one of his hands before we gave the glove.
Is he always wearing it? His mouth's tight shut. So funny. Like, I think it's supposed to be tied shut, but it looks like when somebody has like a cold and they put their feet in hot water and stuff. In a cartoon.
All right.
We just successfully defeated him, Adam YMS.
Yeah, Adam.
He'll never give a movie a 6 out of 10 again.
What does this place have to hide?
He lives in this trailer now.
Can I just open this back up and look at him?
Oh, he's awake.
Don't you even think of screaming.
I might not even talk.
Hit us with your hot takes, man. So I saw the inside of this trailer and it wasn't very good.
Synecdoche, New York is the best movie ever.
It looks like an arrowhead.
If Adam watches this, hey Adam, what's up? How you doing? Tell Scoot we said hi. All right, let's see. What do we want to ask? Probably all the questions.
What's Mitchell up to?
Mitchell? What Mitchell?
Answer my questions, and I'll protect you from Mitchell.
What?
As soon as he finds out you've talked to me, he'll kill you. Just like he did to your partner, Randall Lee.
And you want... That was your incentive for him to talk?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
If you talk to me, he'll kill you. So you should talk to me.
Where did Mitchell go?
Damn. Are you in love with this guy or what?
Maybe.
Yes.
What's this warehouse for?
It's where I take my naps. I thought that was obvious.
If you don't answer my questions, you'll spend the rest of your life in Sing Sing.
Only if I don't answer? Come on.
I'll give you a minute to think about some more convincing answers.
It's genuinely funny. Wow, that was like crazy reverb. It's genuinely funny just like putting the little little cloth over his mouth like that.
Yeah, that'll shut him up. The comical little I have the flu cartoon cloth.
Yeah. Someone just went to the dentist.
It's so strange. It's also like it's only possible because he has a just like absurdly realistic horse head.
Yes.
In a game where they cannot decide how much they want to anthropomorphize first have animal heads on characters. Like Blacksad just has a human face with less nose than normal.
Yeah.
He's got a squished little Batman cowl of a head.
Well, I need help.
And they...
Who would I call?
I don't know. Smirnov? Who do we want to call? Smirnov or Weekly?
Weekly?
Okay. Why does
Dirty
this...
boy?
Why would this have a timer?
Though they just put timers everywhere in this game for no good reason.
Weekly here. Your what's...
Pier 36, the 6th sea-facing warehouse coming in from Montgomery.
John? Is that you?
Meet me in an hour.
What's going on?
Bring your camera. I just gave you the scoop of your life.
Okay.
Bring an ice cream cone.
Oh, I would love ice cream right now.
In this setting full of like sex and drugs and violence, and then you have funny animal heads, you get a character like that and you're like, hang on.
According to this, the warehouse belonged to a Canadian import company.
I'm forced to imagine the logistics of all of these regular human-faced women making out with like the entire ass horse head of a man who has like nostrils larger than your eyes.
It's like, what does Smirnov's wife look like?
We know she's just a little dog lady.
Yeah,
she's got a little flat-faced dog face thing. I'm pretty sure we've seen Smirnov's wife in the comic.
If I'm not mistaken, these are incense sticks used in cleansing rituals.
Sagebrush and incense, I guess. That's convincing.
A dream catcher. It's supposed to protect children during the night, trapping all evil in its spider web.
It's kind of... I wonder why this is here.
It could be an Ojibwa totem pole, in which case, the top animal would be a crane.
I stand corrected. Dorothy does have a muzzle. Dorothy Smirnov.
Gotcha.
But it is little itty bitty.
All right. There's an attic full of Native American stuff.
She is not a whole ass German Shepherd. She's a I think she's a golden retriever.
All right. Let's see. Oh, we have one of these things we can do. So Horace works for Mitchell, wears an arrowhead around his neck, and there is an attic full of Indian objects in the port warehouse. He's Native American.
Seems to prove that Gil is a Native American, and I'm almost sure that the woman in the picture is his mother.
How would that help us?
I'm just sad we can't spend a game with
Gil, Native American. How profound.
He solved the case.
This will surely allow us to get the upper hand on him. He'll find out that we've discovered this secret he's been flagging very openly.
Isn't that like somewhat confusing coding if you're gonna go for like a species for Native Americans? Because like no horses are native to the United States.
No, horses are native to the United States, I'm pretty sure. We have wild horses. Let's see.
You know who'll always believe in you? Your mother. My mother never lost her faith in me. And I gave her plenty of reasons when I was a kid.
Horses seen in the United States today are from Europe. There were some horses once in the United States, and they went extinct 12,000 years ago.
I was pretty sure that we had. I thought there were Native American, or not, a native North American horse types. I guess not.
That's why you have those racist stories of like, what are these demons? Whenever they talk about like the perspective of the Native Americans.
Yeah.
The white man came riding horrible monsters.
Let's see.
It all started with something as stupid as keeping the change when she sent me for groceries. Then I started stealing fruit from the street stands, and finally I turned to pickpocketing. Somehow my mother managed to keep me in school until I got into college. But I never gave her reasons to believe in me then either. I made new friends. The type of friends that convince you to do things that wouldn't make a mother proud. Then Pearl Harbor happened. I got drafted and sent to Europe. They told me killing was my moral duty, but I discovered it could be addictive.
None of these choices.
Nazis. But when I got back, I was treated like a pariah, a veteran outcast who never should have come back in the first place. And yet, my mother never ceased to...
I didn't like that.
Me neither.
I also fought in the war. That's where I met Mitchell. They used me, like many of my people. And then they just tossed us aside. The first time Mitchell offered me to do this, I told him to take a hike. I wanted to get my act together, but I ended up begging him. I don't like Mitchell. I don't like the things he makes me do. I don't like that German rat either. But what I like least of all is myself.
German
We
rat?
really had a
I
breakthrough
don't like
today.
what I did during the war, and I don't like what I'm doing now. Do you know what it's like to kill a friend for the sake of the mission? Huh.
Love can bloom on the battlefield.
But my mother, she always thought I'd make amends and start anew.
I just realized there's been no music this whole time.
Yeah, it's just kind of a silent scene, which makes the spaces between each line really stand out.
Maybe it's time I did just that. It's number 3.
What's number 3?
The evidence thing.
Anyway, what I was saying was that the various like line deliveries and choices that we have like never seem to fully match up with what's being said. So you get this like sort of Fallout 4-ish like issue of like, I'm gonna pick this option, and then you just say something completely unhinged, and you're like, that is not what I intended to say. Like when it said like, I was a ruthless soldier, I thought Blacksad was just gonna say, I'm a ruthless soldier, but instead he was like, I got addicted to killing and murder was fun, and not all of them were in it, were guilty. And it's like, oh my god.
It got weirdly dark for him in a way, yeah. Just the approach of them just bonding over being soldiers on the fly is quite the gamble. The reason I laughed is because I'm just never fully ready for you just to pan over and just reveal O'Leary's wife getting railed periodically.
Yeah.
It's just always looming in the clues.
What if it was Gil who killed his partner, Randall Lee, under Mitchell's orders?
Why is Blacksad's internal monologue echoing in this room?
I was actually saying it out loud. He can never stop. He's actually been saying it out loud the whole game.
Everyone can just hear him as he comes off as this like unhinged psychopath.
Yeah, especially all the wrong guesses you make. You make the wrong guess, he just says 3 random unrelated lines back to back out loud in the middle of a diner. O'Leary's wife is having an affair with a screwdriver.
All right, so it's like a hidden compartment where we presume things are being hidden. This is like the silver case. Look, they're gonna do the transition again.
They're gonna do it again. Look at him go.
There he is.
I feel like the part of the effectiveness of that shot is you not seeing it coming.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, smooth. But they do it so often that it's actually just like, all right. And like in that case, it took long enough that you were like waiting for them to do it. How? How did we time that? We had time for a forklift. Hyena boxer.
Woo! We'll have to look at all the cards later. I think I probably
I was just about to talk about how like I'm sad we don't get to spend an adventure with Glupshido.
Yeah, it's a real shame.
What's his name? Dean Bleedo?
Hey.
Neil Beto.
It's all right. Don't be afraid, little girl.
I'm terrified of this character design. What the fuck?
Who is this?
I don't like this design. I'm upset.
Okay?
Oh, the German rat.
The
German rat's daughter. She's a rat, I guess.
But at what point in the story was this part of it? Is this just a mystery we're stumbling into?
Yeah. It's like if the ending of was it the girl with the spider tattoo or whatever it's called? Like if that just fucking hit you, but without any of the lead up mystery.
The girl with the dragon tattoo is actually
Dragon
2.5
tattoo.
hours of a nice vacation. And then the ending is just a nightmare.
You just find this basement. Or the ending of
Once
Don't
upon
Breathe.
a time, there was a brave, seafaring little girl called...
Brunhilde!
Hi, my name is Brunhilde, and I'm very happy.
said Brunhilde.
Losing
and
my
then
mind.
Brunhilde, who had a beautiful name,
Really beautiful.
a really beautiful name, ran into someone very special.
Oh, who was it?
Okay, help me out, chat. Where in the comics is Blacksad established as being an impressionist? Because he keeps doing it. This is like the fourth time.
Superpower for this whole game.
It's his most consistent method in this game is doing impressions. It's so strange. I don't remember that issue.
A fierce dinosaur called...
No font! Nein!
Okay, sure. In fact, it was really... a sea cat called John.
I'm
How
a
does
sea
this
cat.
keep
My
coming
name is
up?
John.
That's your impression of
Hi,
yourself?
John the cat. I really like sea cats. Hi, Brunhilde. I'm going to use my seafaring wisdom to help you.
I'm upset. I'm upset.
Yeah,
I don't like
cage,
this.
Too.
Nein! It's sad!
You say silly things, John the cat. So what are you going to help me do? Fill up a bunch of color balloons. I love balloons. What's your favorite balloon color? Wow, that's a very hard question. But John the cat, it's the easiest question in the world. Let me show you how easy it is. My favorite balloon color is... pink. Whoa, Brunhilde.
You crafted the perfect
That's
story for
exactly what I was
Brunhilde.
about to say.
What is happening in this game?
Bird. John. Brunhilde. Font.
Oh my god.
Please feed this child.
Do play. It's look.
What is her face supposed to look like? I'm so upset.
Okay.
Hi, Bird. Why are you wearing that mask?
Weil. Gas.
Well, maybe we should get out of here. What do you think, Bird? And what about you, Brunhilde? Don't you think that?
What? He just walks away.
What in the
Just close the door.
happening?
Did you just pass out?
So
what?
So what? What is going on?
Upsetting Nazi bunker for some reason.
So why?
I thought this was about a boxing ring.
Me too.
There's a guy who's owned a gym and he got strangled. What the fuck does it have to do with German experiments?
Yeah, who is Brunhilde? Who is the German rat? What does this have to do with anything? This was not set
that
up
guy
at
looks as
all.
confused as we are.
I just don't know. I am so beyond understanding what the hell is going on in this game.
I need help. I need help. Neil Beto, help us get to the core of this. I need to be saved.
Let's take a quick break to look at our cards.
I can only
shall
be
we?
saved by Neil Beto, the best Blacksad character. He can never be in a game because he's in a self-contained story, and I'm sad.
We have like none of these.
Oh, each page is a different sport. We haven't collected. Look at the goofy polar bear. Is that what
It
that
won't
is?
like let me select them, which is annoying.
Where is that card coming from?
The other page. It's the one that's
Oh, that's not
selected
good.
by default. It doesn't let me cycle through them.
It just flies at you from a different page through the paper. Sure.
I want to look at the
else,
art.
Nothing else works. Why would this? Who's that dude? Look at him.
I can't look at him.
I mean, like the guy in the background of the boxing page.
I want the
Fucking
raccoon right there.
This beast of a man that you're apparently supposed to cover with cards.
Yeah.
But he already looks cool.
I want to see the raccoon, but it's not
Who did
letting
the art
me.
for all these? It better not have been the actual artist. Like, that'd be such a waste. We got the original artist for Blacksad. Oh, what should you do? Draw like 50 collectible trading cards.
That don't work. Is my D-pad just not working?
And it has
Because it's not
nothing to
letting
do
me
with the
cycle through.
narrative.
Because it's not letting me cycle through the prompts.
One of the strangest things is that they've had like comic sequences, but only like once or twice.
Oh no.
Are you okay? Oh.
The game just like isn't letting me cycle through the prompts because I opened up the Hall of Fame.
Did
And
opening
now
the cards break the entire video game?
I think so. Because
You
now
have to,
it's
like,
not.
quit to title or something.
See, I can't select. I can't use the D-pad to cycle through them anymore.
I didn't play this game at launch because I was waiting for it to get patched because I heard it did poorly and years did not fix that problem.
No.
They just didn't, I guess.
No, this is a disaster.
This is brutal when it's like this like well-beloved comic and it's like one that specifically hadn't had a new entry in years and years. And this is like our look we get back in the universe after all these years and it's like the half-formed nightmare of a game.
Truly.
This is... We've been bouncing between a number of increasingly surreal experiences that are just quite a thing to wrap your mind around, and we're playing them all at the same time.
I mean, it's like, it's fun jumping from Password to Fear and Hunger to this and just not having a grasp on reality. Oh my god. It's just not, it just doesn't work anymore.
Hey.
I might have to shut off the game and turn it back on.
Like, it's possible, yeah. It might have just broken.
Oh my god.
The
And it's not
controls-
letting me switch to PC controls either.
Just one look at the collectibles menu broke the entire game.
How did this
So hard
happen to us?
So hard that quitting the game doesn't fix it.
All right.
It's
Yikes.
Pretty impressive.
Is incredible. I can't believe this game. All right, let's save the girl, I guess. Oh, the doll is floating now, and the girl is disappeared. I can't interact with the girl. Did we just get hard locked?
Well, there's probably a restart chapter feature, which we might need now. You can kind of see where they went for with this character, where like they wrote him a whole backstory and everything, but then they just had to like awkwardly jam all of his story into like a little bit of environmental storytelling upstairs, and then just an info dump he comes out with out of nowhere during a conversation, because ultimately he's just in like one scene and then never come back to him.
Yeah.
So it's like the script writers like couldn't kill their darlings, like, but I made this whole OC and I want him to sparkle. So they just have him awkwardly exposit his whole backstory and then you just move on and never talk to him again. Like, he's not part of the story. Bye.
So my question is, what are these things supposed to be? This is a warehouse.
Yeah, I feel like I recognize this as something, but I don't remember what it is exactly.
It just reminds me of something in the silver case. That's all it reminds me of.
Here's something you'll be delighted by. There's a thread in the Steam forums in 2020 asking for the ability to skip dialogue that you've seen before and stuff like that. And the developer that responded said, "Hello, this has been forwarded to the devs, but I cannot promise you that something will be changed. Indeed, it would mean a complete overhaul of the game, and it's more likely to see this kind of feature in upcoming games. Best regards."
Oh my god. So the monkey just followed us in here. It's such a huge change,
it would take a sequel. The monkey followed us in?
Yeah, he just followed us in here. He was the one who climbed in after us. I didn't really see it clearly the first time we saw that.
I guess I misread the scene last time. I thought we were following him last time.
No, we went in and then he went in.
What's the name of what's the name of the cat again that died?
The cat that died?
That the case is all about.
Joe
Dunn. Okay. There's been so many characters, I'm trying to remember the beginning of the case when we were talking about Joe Dunn and Bobby Yale.
Yeah.
Somehow related to chemical agents?
The very normal information from the beginning of the case just kind of doesn't make sense anymore. Completely has lost the thread.
I don't remember a single Blacksad case in any comic doing this.
Yeah.
Like an extreme conspiracy with 75 characters and like a secret lab and stuff. Like, this is a very video game narrative, very separate from the comics it's adapting. It's very strange. Ooh, it was floating separately from your hand.
Subject, Brunhilde Gruner. Treatment, day 1500. The patient's ability to speak continues.
Oh my god, this thing is glitching worse now.
Now
yeah, but still skipping the dialogue automatically.
The occasional word in German. Tissue degeneration persists.
Awkward shuffle.
And yet, perhaps due to drastic reduction of benzylprodine dosage and an increase of anupropion, we have observed a 3% of deceleration of said degeneration. Furthermore, and perhaps this is the best finding so far, the subject exhibits a mild recovery of her speaking. It's not a lot, and yet we are on the right track. All hope is not lost.
These are always funny because like there's no reason to film yourself doing that.
No.
It's 100% just to make, whenever this happens in stories, it's almost always exclusively just to make that character a visible character in the narrative.
Yeah.
Because it's just basic notes you can just write down without using an expensive camera with physical film.
Yeah, celluloid is highly flammable and extremely expensive. So.
I don't like that in the middle of his turning animation, his hand moves separately from the roll.
Subject,
it's freaking me
Craig
out.
Spano. Treatment, day 0. The subject is a veteran baseball player who has lost speed, strength, and agility due to the regular aging process. The patient refers intense pain on the right scapula, most likely caused by an old injury. The goals of our medical approach are twofold. To relieve pain caused by the prior injury so that the subject can play without symptoms and to help the patient regain the physical condition lost in the aging process, thus allowing him to perform at elite levels.
Oh, I thought the game crashed for a second.
Yeah, I was worrying.
120, the patient no longer feels pain when using his right arm, circumstance that allows him to pitch without fear. So far, the only side effect seems to be a slight euphoria experienced 3 hours after dosage, which subsides 4 hours later, taking the patient on an emotional roller coaster of sorts with bouts of mild trembling. Treatment. Day 341. Moments of euphoria and boosted physical performance have become increasingly short, while the ensuing periods of depression and weakness have become longer, including severe tremor. Although we have met all therapeutic goals, we will proceed to terminate the treatment in order to avoid causing irreparable physical and mental damage to the patient.
Well, that's not really meeting treatment goals now, is it? Right.
I can only guess that they just didn't change the durations of each line from the Spanish language version.
Probably.
So they're just randomly longer or shorter than they're supposed to be.
All right, let's see. List of names, pill bottles with athletes' names in the labs. Oh. No. There we go.
Mitchell is cashing in by selling drugs to enhance athletes' performances.
Gasp. We knew that.
Well, maybe we should get out of here. What do you think, Bernd? And what about you, Boonhilda? Don't you think that?
The lip does not synced at all.
What are we supposed to think about her just passing out mid-conversation?
What is it
supposed to mean?
Act like a good dad or leave her be.
Jesus. This is what you did last time. You abandoned her on the floor, you monster. You were punished by having to replay the last 20 minutes of the game again. She scares me. What is she? What is that? What am I looking at?
Why? Why is she? Is maybe a better question.
She's a gelfling. Like, what the
Since
fuck?
what she looks like.
Why is there a gelfling in Blacksad?
Okay, so we can't move.
Is this what happens when you have this extreme sexual dimorphism and you're like, this is what girl rats look like?
It's terrifying. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing. I thought we interacted with everything.
No, I don't know what's happening.
And we can't go back upstairs yet.
They won't let me go back upstairs. Somewhat frustratingly is I figure you're probably supposed to trigger like a scene with the monkey.
That's what I was thinking, is that we're gonna have to fight the monkey.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't seem like there's anything to interact with. Oh my god. Yeah, there's nothing in here that I can interact with. So what in the world is going on? I'm looking around. I'm trying to see if there's stuff to play with. Doesn't seem to be anything over here. Doesn't seem to be anything on the table. Maybe there's some. Maybe it's right here. No. We're in the part of the adventure game where you rub up on everything. and mash the interact button to see if it will let you interact. Apollo says that the girl, Brunhilde, is the Lord of the Rings Gollum crossover.
You said we should play that game.
Yeah.
We did it.
Maybe we'll do it next. Maybe Lord of the Rings Gollum is our next game. That will go great.
Why do you hate me?
Why do I hate you?
Yeah. Why would you do that to me?
I need some excuse to play bad games, Keith. Seriously, what are we supposed to do? Like, what is going on right now?
Do you have any deductions?
Yes, we do. Good
you
one, Keith.
Fool.
How was I supposed to know?
Check. Because that's the one thing you always do whenever you don't have a thing to do.
Nah.
Nah.
The worst part of Mitchell's scheme isn't that it's illegal or unethical, it's that he didn't even care about compromising the athlete's health.
I mean, that's literally what unethical means.
Yeah, wait, what do you mean? What did you think unethical meant? Rude? There it goes, here comes Monkey. Wow. We know this game like the back of our hands.
You know you're not allowed down here. You know you're not allowed.
You bastard! I kill you right here, right now!
Damn.
I don't know.
You don't know? I know you're testing drugs on that girl.
Brunhilde? No, she's my daughter.
What, Blacksad?
She was born with a degenerative disease.
That surprised
a rare
you?
Condition similar to the Engelmann syndrome.
That does not look like a baby
There are
rat.
only 4 known cases like hers, and none of the patients reached the age of 5. But I couldn't give up. I continued to research and found something. It didn't make her better, but anyway, that same treatment used on healthy subjects seems to improve their stamina and their reflexes. It also seems to improve their pain threshold. Somehow, the Reich heard about my experiments and tried to recruit me to create super soldiers.
Cat Hitler, just like a
Reich.
mouse.
We're talking late 30s, Berlin. I escaped with Brunhilde and came to your country. But the American military also heard about me.
He's way cuter in comics
I spent
than
the
when he's
entire
drawn, when
war
he's 3D.
experimenting with drugs on soldiers. Some were highly effective, I must say. When the war was over, my experiments were discarded. I was forbidden all access to the drugs, and Brunhilde got worse. But then God sent me Angus Mitchell. We had met during the war, and he came to offer me a deal. I would make drugs for athletes, and he would sell them. With my earnings, I could pay for Brunhilde's treatment. What else do you want me to say?
I noticed Yale's name appears twice on your list of athletes. One mention was crossed out. Why?
I don't know. A couple of months ago, Mitchell told me to prepare pills suited to his profile. But a week ago, he told me to stop. And then 2 days ago, he asked me to make them again.
About those pills.
When was 2 days ago?
Wasn't that when he was in the hospital?
Yeah, I don't know how much time's passed over the course of this case.
There was a bottle there before.
Oh, did Spano steal them?
The Yale pills?
Yeah.
There was a bottle there before.
Well, yeah. Dingus, I know that. Alright, what else is there?
There was a bottle here before.
It's gone now.
He's a rat!
What is he looking at?
Okay.
Good senses, Blacksad. You caught it just in time.
Don't dwell on it, Josh. You had to tell him the truth in order to protect Brunhilde. I would have done the same thing. Finish packing up your things and stop torturing yourself, okay?
Thanks, Angus. I won't be long.
Oh, honey. You like living here? Yeah, me too. But we have to go somewhere else, and it's all that bad cat's fault. Yes, sweetie. We're going to a new home now. A prettier one. And you'll be happier there. Now go with Papa, honey.
What he's going for.
Give him a kiss. Go on. Give him a kiss. Go on.
And he's gonna shoot both of them.
I'm sorry about this, Josh, but we gave it our best, didn't we?
Huh? What? What do you mean, Angus?
I wish it hadn't come to this.
Angus, what's wrong?
Goodbye, Josh.
Oh my god! If only they were meteor literate, they could have noticed how obviously they were about to be betrayed. What the fuck?
I hope you're happy, you son of a bitch. They were good people. I hope that made you feel better. I like it when you smile.
Where'd the monkey go?
The truth. What the?
I guess that was him. What an unnecessary murder.
Yeah. Needlessly.
Oh! Impressive.
What? I pushed the button. Again, it happens every time. Jeez, this is fully going off the rails though. I was not expecting this to just all of a sudden develop into a Nazi conspiracy where characters just exposit their evil plans to us and then immediately die.
Yes, like multiple times now people explain their plans and then die. But in this case, he just like I was about to say, like I was hinting at it, like I was like, what? I can't get a read on this iguana's voice acting. Like, what are we supposed to read from his weird performance right now? I don't know what to think about the way he's saying these lines. And then, yeah, he just shoves the girl in the room and then just burns them alive. And he's like, hope you're happy, you bastard. Those were good people. I'm like, I didn't do anything. I didn't say you had to kill them. Like, I don't think they reasonably needed to die.
No, if he was gonna kill us, he didn't need to blow up his whole drugs operation either. Like, now what? What if he gets out of this? What's he gonna do?
And what? I don't, like, I'll fully accept I've lost track of something somewhere in the narrative, but like, if you're willing to kill them, why wouldn't you just shoot Blacksad instead?
Exactly.
In what universe do you kill them first?
I hope that made you feel better. I like it when you smile.
What a creepy line. And I don't think they mean to imply what they are.
What the?
I escaped handcuffs somehow.
How bad of a shot do you have to be?
Yeah, I don't understand how he fucks up that bad. Isn't he a soldier?
Yeah.
The mask would buy me a bit of extra time. The question was,
Ah. It did set up a gas mask. Remember when you were a good father to her like 5 seconds ago?
Yeah. Sorry, girl.
Like, child murder is quite the tone to strike 5 seconds after the funny Blacksad puppet show.
Spano just ran out that way.
This game really was like, haha, funny voices, Blacksad puppet show. Anyway, the Holocaust. Anyway, this child's been burned alive now.
Literally.
Like, I can't.
Also, the murderer just died.
Yeah, seems like it.
It literally just said, like, Mitchell suffocated.
Oh my god. But is he the murderer?
I mean, Spano might actually be the murderer, but the question is, like, why, though?
Like, he's a murderer, but is he the murderer?
I needed fresh air.
At this point, like, 6 characters have died.
We're not very good detectives.
As far as murder investigations go, it's getting pretty out of hand.
Just to be clear,
quick,
Blacksad
time your jump.
It's the Fear and Hunger hallway all over again. To be clear, Blacksad would be totally able to breathe up here.
I guess he made it or something. Like, thanks, fan. We did it. We found Craig's pills. Oh, I guess it wasn't that strong of a fan.
Why did he help us?
Oh, maybe it is. I guess it is a strong fan. Oh, he's making a weird face. He looks like a Halloween mask.
Yeah.
Oh, he stopped it with his Super Hulk powers. I thought it was just not that strong of a fan.
Stopped a fan with his bad arm. Huh. I'm confused. Why did Spano lock us in there, not try to help us, and then when we escaped was like, oh, actually let me? Because that was set up that Spano was trying to, like, get rid of all the evidence, including the thing we just deduced.
Yeah, I don't... Why didn't he just help? He could have just stopped the iguana.
Yeah, he was in there behind us the whole time. He could have literally just stopped the iguana from killing those poor innocent people.
Hey.
Craig Spano is back! Did you miss me?
He's like overdosing.
It's the drug euphoria thing.
Now you're gonna see. Bring it on!
Is he about to die of this? I think
so.
Let's go!
Okay.
Pitch already!
I guess it's his heroic sacrifice.
What if it just pegged John right in the face and knocked
Just
him
takes
out?
him out. I mean, that would be an on-brand toaster death. Oh, tracking shot. That's never good.
Yeah.
Tracking shot of the face is never a good sign. He's gonna have a heart attack.
Yep.
And he's hallucinating. Why did he take all the pills? Because he knew in advance that he's gonna have to stop the fan that he was already on the other side of? Because he didn't just help Blacksad in person and stop all of that from happening?
Because it made you euphoric, I guess, and he wanted to play ball again? I don't know.
And he just took all of them?
This is such a rushed development that I don't...
Is the idea that he broke in and took the pills and then escaped past you and then had the pills, and that's why I said there was pills there earlier? Pills here! And then... So he got in first, right? And then took the pills, and... I
Okay. There are 5 or 6 bodies here. There are 5 bodies, so Gil's alive, maybe. Or maybe he just died because we tied him up.
Yeah, are we getting follow-up on Gil? He's just in a trailer. Oh, the terrifying Labrador is back.
You did everything you could.
What do you make of it?
The doctors think so. They found him unconscious by the basement door.
What?
Gil closed the door.
Oh, it was Gil. You fucker. All of these... Oh wait, no, he's dead?
Mitchell's dead. Gil survived, but
wasn't that just a picture of him under a body blanket thing?
No, he was just wheeled away on a thing.
Mitchell?
Oh.
You think? That's a serious accusation. Are you sure, or is this just a theory of yours?
I'm positive. Gil told me himself. Mitchell practically forced him to work for him. And I've got reasons to believe that Gil is a bit trigger happy. Besides, I'd say he wasn't even really unconscious when they found him. That he was just pretending.
Huh. You think Gil was involved in the previous murder?
What if it was Gil who killed his partner Randall Lee under Mitchell's orders?
Another
saying he's the
accusation. Are you sure?
Yeah, he is the sniper, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Everything points in that direction, including my gut.
Okay, I don't need to hear about your waistline.
Couldn't Mitchell be Randall Lee's murderer?
Because remember, Gil said, like, have you ever been made to murder a friend?
Wait, is this the ending? Is this us, like, wrapping it all up in one big go?
I don't know. Let's see.
This was mostly characters we've never seen before. I'm so a nerd.
Shots at point blank range, and then he hits a guy smack in the forehead from across the street? No. Mitchell is not the sniper who wiped out Randall Lee.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But we still don't know.
Yeah, it's a completely different gun. In a different context. One of them is a careful sniped setup situation. The other one is like, oh fuck, he literally spun towards shooting a pistol at hip side. What? That's not related to sniping. That's not, you can't just make that judgment.
There's no doubt about it. Spano took drugs from the lab and they killed him.
But if that were true, how many more athletes are in danger? And most importantly, who are they? Is Bobby Yale involved?
I didn't see them all, but write down these names. Peter Lowe, Xavier Chains, Helen
Imagine
Moore,
just being able to remember
Bill
all
Goldman,
of these.
Miles Benton, Alexander Wood, Jacob Ziegler, and yes, Bobby Yale.
Thanks.
He just told him to write this down.
Change, huh? In any case,
He told the Smirnoff, who has a broken arm, to write this down.
He's not writing this down. What the fuck?
I should have let you know. I'm sorry.
Smile, Johnny boy.
I'm here now.
Thanks for the tip. This is going to win me the Pulitzer.
This is why you don't listen to me. Oh, I hate that dog so much. Stop showing his face. All of the dog extras are so not camera ready.
No. To be fair, Weekly also looks off model all the time.
No. Yeah. Smirnov's alright.
Mitchell convinced Groon to use his super soldier drugs on
Different
elite
fucked up
athletes.
human teeth.
Somehow, Dunn found out about Mitchell's scheme. So when Mitchell heard that Dunn was onto him, he ordered Randall Lee to kill him and frame Yale for the murder.
Okay,
Then
pause,
he made Randall
pause.
search Dunn.
Did they just explain the entire plot of the game as somehow Dunn found out, so they killed him?
Yes.
That's the core mystery. We were investigating Dunn's murder.
Yes.
And they're like, somehow Dunn found out, so they killed him. In this unrelated conspiracy.
I mean, to be fair, we also somehow found out really close to the end there. So, I mean, is it really that out of character?
I don't know how you connect the rest of the story back to Dunn. I'm losing my mind.
He just happened to find it out, I guess.
Apollo says somehow Palpatine's returned.
Yeah, somehow Palpatine is returned. Exactly. Well, we have this cutscene that's going to give us all of the answers to everything that's happened.
This is the ending of every mystery where all of it's satisfyingly explained.
the gym for any incriminating evidence he might have had against him. The poor cleaning lady died almost by chance. When you stuck your nose in the case, he tried to scare you by sending his thugs to give you a beating. And when that didn't work, he asked Randall Lee to finish you off on the gym rooftop. But Randall not only failed, he got captured. So Mitchell ordered Gil to put a bullet through his head, which only made Gil upset. You kept getting closer and closer to the point of discovering his headquarters.
Heaven
When
forbid
Mitchell
the
realized
thugs
he was
get upset.
He burned his bridges by setting the lab on fire, along with Dr. Grun and his daughter. Gil saw the opportunity to get back at Mitchell, so he blocked the only exit so that he would also die in the fire. Did I leave any loose ends?
Just a few.
I
But
mean,
don't
Gil
worry about
didn't.
it. I'll take care of them now. So I guess thanks for everything.
Why did he kill? Why did he burn the lab? And with them in it?
Because they talked. They snitched to Blacksad.
Like what operation is he saving at that point? Like, what is he preserving?
In your classic noir
think
films
about
and
it.
novels, solving a case never amounts to a happy ending. The detective is always left with a sense of bitterness.
The Golden Bull.
A feeling that before he took the case, the world was a better place. That he was a better
Now
person.
kiss.
Come on. Now speed it out.
Sometimes I just let my character get the best of me.
What do you want from me?
I told Stone what I knew. That he was going to let Yale win. That if he didn't, O'Leary would destroy Helen Moore's career. And that Moore was doomed either way. Or would be, as soon as America discovered her sweetheart was on drugs.
I don't believe you. No way. Who sent you?
Today? Nobody.
And what if I did believe you? What would that change? If I don't do this for her, how could I ever look her in the eyes? How could we stay together?
You think you'll stay together when you lose your title and they accuse her of doping?
At least I know I tried.
You've never met before, I just realized.
I think we spoke once.
I know your record. Your rise to the top is clean. Free of both O'Leary's and drugs. God. You might just be one of the only honest athletes I've met recently. Please don't let them change that.
Is it all about being professional to you?
My tie's all messed up. Clearly not about being professional.
Suit yourself. But trust me, your manager is a murderer. Get as far away from him as possible.
That's like a direct call out.
Hey, Blacksad. I'll think about it.
Is it all about being professional to you? And then his tie just goes.
Exactly.
Yeah. What did tomorrow look like to that iguana in his best case scenario? What the fuck was he hoping to accomplish?
I mean, that was the point I was making. Is like he burns the lab. What's his operation going to be? Where's he going from here?
Yeah, he burned the lab and the people who made the lab. What is his business then? Like, what is the
He
point?
could have just shot us and then not had to do anything.
That would clearly would have been less of a problem, than, especially since Blacksad's so bad at this that nobody knows, except for the call to Weekly, I guess. Nobody knows where he is.
Yeah, and no one would have known Weekly was
Yale
there.
confirmed to me that Dunn found out that Mitchell was giving him meds. That was the reason they argued the evening of his death.
In fact, I was clean at the time. Hadn't used for days. I didn't want to go down that road. I wanted to follow Joe.
But he discovered everything.
He didn't believe me when I said I had nothing to do with it.
But you used again.
Only after his death. I needed to cope.
But the drugs gave you a panic attack.
Yeah. But I've been clean ever since.
Mitchell gave you the pills when he stopped by the hospital. Hence, your miraculous recovery. Are you planning on taking them before the fight? Don't do it, Bobby.
Now kiss. Oh god.
Yeah.
He's going in.
Someone has to save the gym. I owe it to Joe. And Sonia. And my Aunt Mary.
We can do it together. Hand on hip.
The only thing you owe them is integrity. What would Dunn think of you now?
He'd be done with your shit.
Sorry about your Aunt Mary. She was a good woman.
This is just some gym that had a cleaning. Chris Angel, mind freak. What is happening? Are your clothes okay?
There's a fan on the floor, and there are multiple fans on the floor just pointing for that we can make it a cool exit.
This was just the story of some gym that had some cleaning lady, and everyone died because of an unrelated conspiracy someone knew about somehow, apparently.
Stone and Yale hadn't taken away
Nazis.
the felt. I needed a friend. In appreciation for the tip I'd given him, he insisted on buying me a milkshake that he drank. After the perfect storm of corruption and murder,
palette swap,
only friendship could reconcile me with the world.
It's so
only
funny.
That could make me believe in mankind again.
Having Blacksad be like,
only that could cleanse my soul.
Spending time with Weekly made me happy.
Only that.
What?
And money.
Yeah, he really struggles with Weekly.
A vacation from Weekly is what John needs.
I'm losing my mind.
Apollo says, in the end, we saved everyone. Yeah, if you ignore all the people who died as a direct result of us.
Novel, Yale and Stone would be punished for breaking the rules. There would be justice for Sonia, the victim. But this was the real world. As the detective who had cracked the case, I just had to get my paycheck and be on my way.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Blacksad. Mr. Thorpe is on his way. Care to take a seat while you wait?
Never write like that. Never say, but this is a real world, unlike stories that have like arcs and satisfying conclusions and any kind of wrapping it
Did
up.
he tell you why he's running late?
He'll be here in a minute. Please take a seat.
Look at that goat.
Put some goodness in your smoking.
Look at that horny ass goat.
Jakob Ziegler, that's him. Oh, is Thorpe the one running it?
The last time I climbed a skyscraper, I had very different intentions. I wasn't there to claim my reward. I was there to punish someone.
Because these were his athletes, and the name Jakob Ziegler was in the list.
Just
no
guys,
matter how many curveballs destiny throws his way, he always manages to land on his feet. When he was a rising sports talent, the war put an end to his career, so he became a war hero. After the war, he didn't end up like Gil or like me. He became an elite athlete, a Hall of Fame football star. When an accident left him in a wheelchair, he went on to succeed in advertising.
It was the camel all along.
It was secret
can't trust
camel.
him.
Helen Moore.
That sea otter's freaking me out.
Peter Lowe.
Well, that's an ecstatic bear.
Miles Benton. I think these are literally all of the names, or at least some of these names were ones that we told.
Yeah. We snitched on all of them. Those are very hard to read, though.
Jakob Ziegler, Frank Loppe, Sean Thornton.
The dog's so cute with the floppy ears.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That was an unnerving transition where it just zeroed in on just the elephant.
No, that's not possible. But what if Tim Thorpe was somehow involved in Mitchell's operation?
Mr. Blacksad? Mr. Thorpe Thorpe is running later than expected, but he insists on meeting you, if you don't mind.
Sure. As long as you help me fight off this boredom.
That's not in my job description, but...
What do you see with your cat senses?
Use your little meow meow eyes, Blacksad. Sonia. He's with Sonia before me. All of Thorpe's appointments are in the agenda. Yeah, no shit. That's what an agenda's for.
Still waiting for that affair to be part of the final, the final mystery.
If my hunch is right, there should be a meeting with Mitchell noted somewhere in Thorpe's agenda. How long have you worked for Tim Thorpe?
Almost 3 years. And I hope it lasts.
Well, you see, I've got a problem. In order to figure out how much Mr. Thorpe owes me, I need to know what day I started working on the case. But I can't remember. You wouldn't have that written down, would you?
It sure wasn't on my shift. I'd remember. Let me see.
What do you hire us to investigate himself?
Yeah, that would be weird, right?
I didn't remember that he was the one that hired us.
Miles Benton.
Benton Overwatch.
Just conveniently waiting for her to do the...
That's really funny. Hospital!
And that's why he was in the hospital, because it was the same time that that what's-his-face was there. Mitchell was there. Paul Rosenberg, Oyster Rest. Just wait for her. Go on. It's good. It's all good. Bobby Yale.
Bobby Yale. Reg McNeil.
Claude Hinkman. Oh, no, we're going one more time, Keith. How many pages do you think? Joe Dunn, no appointment.
What? Dunn was here 2 days before he died? Why didn't Thorpe ever mention that?
Ah.
I'm sorry, but your name's not on here.
She has a face.
If I had her markings on my skin, would I be the same person? Would my name be different?
Well, you certainly wouldn't be Black Happy.
What? Shower thoughts with Blacksad.
Wait.
Ship of Theseus for cats.
The day I came, Joe Dunn had just walked out the door.
Well, no. You don't have any appointments. Although, I guess I could have forgotten to write you in. Mr. Dunn, who's usually very kind, left in a flurry. He even slammed Mr. Thorpe's door.
Okay. Now I know I have to get into Thorpe's office.
And he didn't even say goodbye.
Yes, that was the day. You don't recall me because the minute I saw Dunn stomp out, I followed him. I never actually came in.
Of course. That explains it.
No doubt. So, since it looks like Mr. Thorpe won't be here soon, I think I'll go take a walk down the hall. Gotta stay in shape.
She does not buy that for a second.
I'm glad we got to the bottom of whatever the fuck you're talking about.
Come on, Thorpe. Tell me there's a back door to your office.
Would I be the same person? Would I even recognize myself anymore?
Let's fly. his tie. There we go.
His fly would be very different.
Maybe I should play the Smirnoff trump card this time. Smirnoff didn't know what to think. He asked me to watch out and call him as soon as I had more information. He also told me that Gil had finally talked. He denied having blocked the basement door and said the truck door opened, but he got knocked on the head as soon as he tried to get out. He then woke up when the police found him beside the basement door. Obviously, the same person who had jammed the door had carried him there.
Felt jammed wrong there.
It was actually the camel who could walk.
Who could walk? That's exactly what I was about to say. I said they're gonna make it so that he could walk the whole time, and that's why he was financing the drug operation because he wanted
walk,
to
but
be.
only when he
wanted
takes
to
the
be
drugs.
Yeah.
If Weekly were here, I'd have to tie his hands behind his back.
I mean, don't threaten him
And
with a
he'd be
good time,
into it.
Blacksad. Bobby Yale.
Usually Weekly has to pay for that.
So, you had something to do with that chest expander after all.
Yeah, pose with the
I can't
murder
believe
weapon.
the guy
It would be
with
really
the massive.
convenient.
I can't believe the guy with the massive chest used a chest expander. Even at the end, when we're talking to him on the steps, all I can do is accentuate his giant fucking tits. Like that shirt with this massive shadow under it. Like, I'm like, oh my
Cats are
god,
afraid
he's just
of
always
heights.
shaped like that.
That's why I've never felt vertigo.
Something about
Ridiculous.
visiting both. Something just came right in here.
We're
Something
in the
about visiting both
boardroom now.
athletes
My
back to back
experience,
was
when
just
something
such a
looks
like
really
know
good-
your audience moment.
Yeah.
It ends up smelling really bad.
What is that graph trying to quantify? I know it says
don't know.
monthly revenue, but I'm just sitting there thinking like, that's a bad graph. There we go. All right. Time for us to crack the case, Keith.
One of those stupid dentist pictures where you unfocus your eyes. He paid $300,000 for
One
it.
of the strengths, the accuracy of his throw. I earned the nickname Iron Arm. I used to throw the ball wherever it wanted. And my coach, the great Geoffrey Sykes.
This is the strangest directorial
And
choice.
so I worked hard. Pearl Harbor. Almost immediately.
What's going on
After
for
losing
so
a partner in
long?
combat and serious injury, I asked to be relocated. I became a sniper. I know I shouldn't say this, but I was one of the best in the army. And it was all thanks to my accuracy. No, it was all thanks to Geoffrey Sykes. I wonder how many Americans that man saved with my arm. After these words, Tim Thorpe is moved almost to tears and asks me to take a break. It's shocking to see how an athlete and soldier, a man whose aim and skill won him a Medal of Honor and the nickname Surgeon among his brothers in arms. That can't be. I mean, it could be a coincidence, but no.
He's such a good sniper. I'm losing my mind. At first, I'm like, hey,
Why am
he's
I
doing the little thing that
surprised?
people do in real life where they kind of scan
Every
through the text and
investigation, there comes
mumble
a
it.
point where every single lead seems to go down the drain. And you have to retrace your steps to get back on the right track.
What's going on here? What?
Why
Oh,
did
that
it
was
boot us
weird.
out of that? We should
was
have been
weird, too.
less confident about Gil, I guess. So it's gonna
That was a
be.
That was a weird moment. But I was just
Yeah.
losing my mind because, like, yeah, that's how people do that. They, like, mumble, scan the text, but he was going so slow and going for so long.
It was genuinely
there was
funny.
such long gaps between each part. It's like it was not working as an on-screen, like, summary of him mumbling through the important parts or anything at all. Like, nothing about that scene worked. That was agony. It was like over a minute of him just mumbling to himself in the most frustrating way.
That's it. Thorpe is the man behind the whole drug operation.
What? What? The thing we realized the moment we were in the lobby. He just had no reaction to seeing that giant list of all of the fucking names of the people he just said. All lined up for him. 10 minutes later, he has the breakthrough. Oh, weird, that spreadsheet I showed that I specifically memorized. All the names are right here on this wall as the athletes of this operation specifically. Funny how they all go to this specific agent. I'm not gonna think about this anymore. He's behind it all?
Is it this one? What do I need? Hold on. What does this want me to connect? A sniper killed Randall Lee. This was obvious. They called Thorpe surgeon for his excellent aim as a sniper.
Yeah.
One of Dunn's brothers in arms tried to pass as Yale's doctor. No. There's got to be these two.
Mitchell's drugs help overcome physical limitations?
That's what I tried the first time. It didn't work.
Thorpe's the mastermind, just in general?
I tried that one as well. Thorpe's the mastermind. That doesn't work. No. Oh, it's gonna be Mitchell's drugs help this. Gil
Overcome
says
limitations.
No. Okay. No.
Well, first, have you maybe tried combining the Gil ones together to make a new clue?
That's what I tried to do. So,
the ones about the basement door.
Yeah.
Those are like tied to each other.
It wants a third one there.
Overcome
I tried that one just now. What? Nope.
Do you have a deduction to do?
Yeah, that's what it had me in the screen for. Thorpe is the surgeon. That's what it just gave me. So hold on. Okay, no, I guess it brought me into this menu to do one and then just left me there without the ability to do it. So okay.
I think it did a weird cutscene where it just showed you they changed what your clues were.
Gotcha.
Which is
shooting club.
Very organic, like very seamless to just pull that trick. Hey, this game about all the clues. Well, we just decided you have these clues now instead. Oh well.
All right. So he's a sniper and he's good at shooting.
It's strange to see no office chair behind a desk until you remember the desk's owner is in a wheelchair.
We just gained that clue?
It might be connected to the switchboard at the front desk.
What the fuck, game? We just gained the clue that he's in a wheelchair?
Oh, crap.
He's got the pills.
He got the
He's
pills.
been using the pills. Gun and pills.
Take the gun,
He's
Blacksad.
a bad boy. Don't let Tyson have it.
That's
now
that's
you
a
can
joke.
deduce. Now that you've remembered that he's in a wheelchair, you can now solve the mystery. Blacksad forgot that he's in a wheelchair. God damn it.
Wait, what if Groon's drugs helped Thorpe walk?
It's such an upsetting leap. It's such an upsetting, weird, ableist leap of that his drugs can just like fix permanent damage to your spine or whatever. It made that guy strong, like in the mom lifting a car off their baby sort of way. So obviously it can restore your walking.
All right, we have one to do now. It says there's a bottle of pills in Thorpe's desks. What if drugs help Thorpe walk? All right, no. What if Tim Thorpe was involved in Mitchell's operation? I just want to try that with the bottle of pills in the desk. Because those are connected. No. Do this and I'll put gun in the desk drawer. Nope. Okay. We have one deduction to do. So
let's see. Well, we're still trying to solve who the sniper is, right?
Yeah.
So
a sniper
killed him, and he's the surgeon sniper man.
Yeah.
And then just like the drugs did it. They let him overcome his bullshit. There it goes.
Okay.
Of course. It wasn't Mitchell or Gil. It was Thorpe who shot Randall at the hospital. Everything adds up now.
It was the sniper man.
And yet I can already hear Smirnov telling me I have no conclusive evidence. What if I set a trap for Thorpe? But how?
All weekly.
Oh no, my big vulnerable head is standing by this big open window. If
my
only
big,
somebody came to find
human-looking
me.
face. Ooh. It's almost like it's just he just gets shot.
Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping.
All right.
Him having a gun is a clue now.
There's a bottle of pills in Thorpe's desk. I have to lure Thorpe into a trap.
What?
What if the drugs help Thorpe walk? I have to lure Thorpe into a trap. Fuck. Okay, so those two might be linked.
You gotta like trap him walking?
Yeah. How? We have one deduction to do. I just need to find the right combination for it.
These guys are willing to kill everyone.
Yeah.
They killed the scientist and they killed Dunn. Like they were in a squad together, right? The iguana and the lion and Dunn.
Yes. Oh, okay.
What?
Ha! What if I place Thorpe's gun up there and corner him so that he has to stand up to get it?
Aha! I got you! And then he gets shot. I knew you could stand up.
The show was about to begin. All I needed was an audience and some patience.
It's weirdly upsetting to have the climax of the story be about like tricking a wheelchair man into walking.
Yeah. Also,
don't you know who you're dealing with, matey?
Wouldn't he know immediately that we tampered with his office if his gun is on top of a shelf that he can't normally reach?
Yeah. Hang on, I need to shoot you with my gun. Cover's blown. Oh shit, it's up there now. I better stand up to get it.
You wants to be shark bait, do ya? Oh, Blacksad. I feel terrible for keeping you waiting.
John,
But you see, there was mutiny on board, so...
Stop!
You see what I have to put up with. All right,
What is this?
To the cabin with you! Onward!
Yeah, Captain.
Come along, Blacksad. Julie, don't let anyone bother us.
Okay.
I don't. Clearly, we're not in on the joke, I guess.
Nope.
Honey, will you wait in the boardroom for me, please?
But...
I'll just be a minute then. I think you've already suffered enough.
Okay.
Right, I was supposed to be
And
sad.
think about where you'd like to have dinner tonight, okay?
I'm in my obvious funeral attire, but joking like I'm happy that someone died or something. What?
It's Jake.
You see, I'm not gonna pay you for solving the case.
See you in court, motherfucker.
Fair enough. The truth is, I didn't solve it.
No, it's not that. You'll get every penny we agreed on, and more. But not
What?
because you solved the case, but for her. 2 days ago,
What?
she wanted to end it all. Drop out of college, sell the gym. Too many wounds to heal. But through your incredible work, you managed to heal them. Well, perhaps not completely. It takes time to get over something like this. But at least, thanks to you, Sonia wants to be happy. She has hope. I'm going to help her make Dunn's gym the best in the city.
I mean, we did accidentally make her cry like 6 times.
Yeah, but also like, why would he phrase it like that? Like, yep, not gonna pay you for solving the case. Like, why? I can't, but I'm so thankful. So I'm still gonna pay you. I'm like, what? Why? Why?
He was trying to get a gotcha on us.
What? That was.
It was
what
a
a
lame
bizarre
one.
interaction.
Who would have ever guessed it, huh?
In the end, it seems like Dunn's death was the best thing that could have happened to the gym, huh?
Don't be so cynical. By God, can't you stop playing the hard-boiled detective for 1 second? Anyway, back to the case. All those people you confronted. Gill, the German doctor, even Mitchell. Huh. I would have never suspected him. Did they say anything? Why did they do it? Did they mention any accomplices?
Have they seen a lion before?
They did mention a certain surgeon.
Surgeon? You have any idea who that could be?
A journalist told me. Ring a bell?
You accused Thorpe the minute you got the chance. He's quick. He's signaling his sniper.
I'm sure you've got good intentions, but you're wrong. What makes you think that? I'm sure there's an explanation.
I know that you are a highly skilled sniper, and I think it was you who shot Randall Lee at the hospital.
Have you seen me, Blacksad? How could I possibly do that?
Don't deny it. I know Mitchell gave them to you.
People see a wheelchair and think, poor guy, he can't walk. But there's so much more to it than that. Some nights I can't even sleep from the pain.
That doesn't explain why you didn't tell me you knew about those drugs.
I hired you to solve this damn case. You think that's what a murderer would do?
Only because you thought I'd blame Bobby Yale and drop the case. But as soon as I realized something wasn't right, you sent Randall Lee and Gill to give me a scare. And when all that failed, you ordered Lee to kill me.
You're the type that won't open his jaws once he's got his prey, aren't you?
I think I've made that clear enough by now.
Meow meow.
So, like, once again, why'd he shoot his own guy first and not Blacksad? Just like the iguana.
Well, I mean, that's true. But also, to be fair, he did shoot Blacksad twice in our playthrough.
Yeah, well, you got him shot a lot.
Put yourself in my place for a minute. You're a promising football player who just got back from the war, but you're still a nobody. The man you saved kindly opens his house to you, and that man is still undone by his wife's passing.
I want to just put a thought out into the ether that we have this on speaker the whole time, and that's why we could interact with the speaker that we weren't allowed to touch before the cutscene. Just want to put that out there.
He works all day at his gym, and he drinks himself to sleep at night. So you practically end up raising his daughter. You give her her very first abacus. You encourage her
a real rite of passage
to further her education. You comfort her when she misses her mother and her father. Meanwhile, your sporting career takes off. Life is good. Until one day, out of the blue, an accident cripples you. An old friend, Mitchell, tells you he knows someone who can help you. A German doctor.
The lip sync's not
His
even
drugs
trying
take
anymore.
some time to work, but they do wonders. You manage to walk for short bursts at a time, little by little. And those bursts keep getting longer. But the drugs aren't cheap at all. So you have to find a way to pay for them, don't you see?
So you decided to start an advertising agency focused on product endorsement by athletes. And then it occurred to you to sell them those same drugs you were taking. Drugs would help them excel, and you'd get better ad deals. The perfect business model. Your first client? Craig Spano. His career had hit a rough patch, so you decided to help him to reboot his career. And yet, when the drugs started having serious side effects, you got rid of him. Afraid he would talk, you tried to kill him. That's why he hid. From then on, your business was smooth sailing. You even began to think you were above the law. You thought that you were untouchable. Until Joe Dunn found out, and then, 2 days before his unfortunate death, he came to see you.
That's enough now. You stop it. Now, I don't know if I'm above the law, but I am sure as hell not beneath it.
That means
Do
you're
you know
above it.
how much power I have? The kind of people I eat with every day? I could shoot you right now, and nothing would happen to me.
With that gun you keep in your drawer? I'm afraid not. I placed your pistol out of reach, just in case you happen to confirm my suspicions, Iron Arm. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment with the police.
How do you know where it was
I won't
instantly?
let anyone wreck my life again. Sonia and I, we deserve a future.
You can come in now, Smirnoff.
Timothy Wilson Thorpe, drop your weapon. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you. Mr. Thorpe.
These are sounds. She is way too close to the microphone.
Well.
Oh.
Sonia Dunn, you are under arrest for the death of Timothy Wilson Thorpe.
I mean, technically that's in self-defense. He was pointing a gun at you too.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
Damn. That was quite a decisive statement by the top corner up there from your lack of pressing a button in time.
I chose deliberately to not take a side, and it was like, you deserve, you think she deserves to get locked up for the rest of her life.
They ambushed you with some like morally gray, messy stuff under a 3-second QTE, and then they just made a huge judgment of what you meant immediately.
The state will provide one for you. Do you understand these rights as I have just read them to you? With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me? Watch your step.
We don't want you tripping on your way to jail. Turns out this funeral attire was predictive.
Why is he still breathing?
Was he still breathing?
Yeah, even though Smirnov just pronounced him dead.
That's not the first dead person that's moved anyway. That keeps happening. Let me just check his pulse through his mane. Wait, yeah, he's moving, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wait, yeah, he's moving, right?
Yeah, he was moving.
That's just not the camera wobble. This game technically functions. That's the bar it achieved. Wild. I gotta say, if this is your introduction to Blacksad, please don't get turned off by this. The comics are really satisfying.
Yeah. No, the comics are better than this. Like, hey, buddy.
Don't worry, his chest is still expanded. Love can blossom anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Anyway. It's like 8 dead people at this point. Like, could you have saved some of them even? Like,
I should have just let what's her name shoot herself. See what happens.
The last thing
Just to add one?
was the fight.
Just to get him.
He'll take drugs before the fight.
well, there are some fucked up looking dogs very far from the
I
camera.
had done everything in my power for things to go the way my moral compass dictated. Whether anyone would listen to me, that was another story.
Wait,
because no
who's
matter
the
what
lion?
they tell us, our actions don't always determine our future. My moral compass. As if I even knew what that means. I didn't even know what to think of my performance throughout the case.
Is this the Your
Did I have a
Blacksad
clear
screen?
conscience? Would I have made the same decisions, given the chance?
I just want to confirm. Is it going to be a diegetic thing?
Yeah, the suggestion of replaying this game is very funny.
Yeah, the suggestion that we would sit through this again is hysterical. Look, it is diegetic. This is the Your Blacksad screen, and then we go back, and this is the scene.
It was all setting up this moment. You could have saved the cleaning lady. I knew we were in trouble when we never saw the old veteran again.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this game just drops characters at the moment you talk to them once, basically. Credits and
All right.
wobbly screen.
We did it.
This game did.
This was Blacksad under the skin. Whatever that means, this game hardly worked.
I cannot confidently retrace the steps through the story to explain to you what happened from front to back very well.
Yeah, I mean the game's narrative, like especially as a mystery, is actual nonsense. It just doesn't function. In fact, the whole story was told to us in the last like 25 minutes. Also, Smirnov's bug control division. This is a huge amount of QA testers for a game that is still remarkably buggy.
I mean, testers doesn't mean fixers.
It's true. So if you thought this game was quirky fun and you're like, oh, I want to play Blacksad, fair warning, Blacksad is nothing like this game. This game is just so much worse than the actual source material.
I don't know if they even successfully recreated Blacksad as a character. I'm not sure if he even reads as Blacksad, to be honest.
No, definitely not. I just turned down the music so we can talk over it, but
there was just so many strange departures and his weird impressions. And I don't.
Maybe the voice acting was better in Spanish. Obviously,
maybe,
it was translated.
I wouldn't be able to tell.
But that was rough.
Huh. This happened.
Yeah, this was a
Weekly
game
was
that
definitely just here to have Weekly in the game, and not for him to have much impact on the story for the most part.
Every single time we chose him to do something, it was a Weekly leave the story please button, and then he would disappear for long stretches of time, and it usually wouldn't benefit us.
No. Oh man.
Yeah, that was wild.
Remember when we were looking into the coyote?
Oh yeah, he
coyote
showed
character?
up for 2 scenes, and he ended up being, weirdly enough, we were able to exclude him from the mystery because he was an honorable criminal, which is wild. It's just absolutely bonkers. And then we got to have the rhino butt in our thought cabinet for the entire game.
For the rest of the game, there was just a butt. There was just someone's wife getting railed in our thought cabinet for the entire game. It's just replaying for free in the back of Blacksad's
in our
mind
head
all the time. Looks like somebody's got a case of the not gays.
Oh man. Well, this was a game that we played, and I hope the audience had fun with it. This is the funniest video game I've played in forever, but not for reasons that I think the game would like to be the funniest game I've played in a long time.
No.
Yeah. Wow.
Right, remember the ape?
The ape?
Remember our good friend that hates us and we hate him, the ape?
Oh, Jake? Yeah.
Yeah, he just walked out of the story.
He did.
We got in that one basement with a lighter, and then we never saw Jake for the rest of the game. He just disappeared. Just strange.
Man.
Characters usually have through lines. I just wouldn't be attached to Neil Beto the same way if he showed up for one scene and dropped all his exposition and then left.
This explains everything. Recording studio, Buka Entertainment for the Russian version. Those are the people that did the first release of Pathologic that made no sense in English.
Oh.
This game's got a great track record. Oh, man. All right. Well, I wish we could skip this because I want to see if there's like a stinger at the end, but
you've always got to show the whole credits. It's a sign of respect.
I never do that. That would make my last
I always
episodes
do that.
I do an that hour and a half long.
I watch the credits every time I finish any game.
Oh, I'll watch them, but it rarely shows up in the video because most of the games.
If I get bored podcasting and stop early, then I just walk away and use the restroom and just let it record. And I'll fast forward the credits to make them the length of however long I talked.
Yeah, I'm
a professional.
I'm not gonna do that. That's too much video editing.
You're gonna cut this golden commentary?
No, I'm gonna keep this. I haven't stopped recording yet. I'm just saying if it was like The Last of Us Part 2 credits where they go on for literally 45 minutes, nah.
Oh, no, I podcasted for so long at the end of Last of Us 2 that the credits ended, and I kept talking for like another half an hour over the boat title screen.
You have a whole episode that is just the end credits and then the title screen.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. I think the last episode of Last of Us 2 might even be the entire epilogue chapter and that. So it's like, I think it's like 3.5 hours long.
That's wild. All right. Well, we made it to the credits. I'm stopping the
Bye,
recording.
Everybody. Remember when this was about Joe Dunn?
No.
I don't. Look at him. He's the chest expander. Holy shit.